way to the altar of the gods of Hollywood. Oh yeah, but nowadays Hollywood needs to stop. At least that's the opinion of two bros and a pop. Two bros and a pop. Two bros and a pop.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Thanks to Barbie, all problems of feminism and equal rights have been solved.
Good afternoon and welcome to another fun-filled episode of Two Bros and a Pop. I'm JC Curtis with my brother
Mark Curtis Jr., how the hell are you?
And as always,
Pop.
our Pop, and my lovely wife. Today we're going to do a deep dive into the mega popular Barbie.
Can I just, I have to say this out on the air, people. This goes out to everybody involved in the Two Bros and a Pop podcast. I am so sorry.
My fingers hurt.
This was so bad.
Fuck off.
There's a special place in hell for you.
There really is.
Really is.
I lament. I do. I feel like Alistair Sim. I do repent. I do. I'm too old. This was fucking bad. But so
First things first.
first things first.
I immediately regret my decisions in life.
Yeah. So this week's news story, I've decided. Well, let's see what's going on in the headlines. We have Disney has finally given up on Kathleen Kennedy, and they're also trying to shop Star Wars around.
Who the fuck is Kathleen Kennedy?
She's the head of Lucasfilm since
executive
Disney
producer.
bought it, so she's responsible for Star Wars not making.
Tanking.
Oh, so she's the piece of garbage
Yep.
that did this in Star
Now,
Wars.
She did
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. Good show so
Garbage.
far. I'm started watching.
No. The first two seasons were good. I never watched the third season, but by and large, what she has done to the Star Wars universe is fucking atrocious.
It is atrocious.
But that's not important. No. The White
Tell
House.
that to the
hang
fans.
on. The White House has become a reality show, but we're not talking about that.
No, we're not.
Celebrity deathmatch.
Yeah. If Mills Lane had showed up in that video, let's get it out.
You can both suck my ass.
This week Hollywood had a really rough week.
Wow.
At 39 years old, we lost Michelle Trachtenberg.
God bless.
Harriet the Spy. I knew her as Harriet the Spy. Eurotrip. I didn't watch Buffy. I don't watch Gossip Girl. But, she was...
Mom watched those with
I was 10 years old when I watched Harriet the Spy. She was a year older than I was. And she was a major crush for me back in the day.
And she wasn't a bad actress.
No.
Not at all. We lost her, but talk about your death being overshadowed. The next day, it was revealed that Gene Hackman
God
died.
bless him.
Sorry,
Rest
Michelle.
in peace.
That's as bad as John
John
Ritter
Ritter
dying the same day Johnny Cash dies.
Oh,
Yeah.
did he really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the way the news reported it was like this.
Man, this isn't fair.
Iconic music icon dies.
They went on the whole. They went on like
and underneath there, John Ritter also passed away.
John Ritter was the king of physical comedy. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
If not the king, the prince.
Yeah.
The news anchor read it went on a 15-minute story as to Johnny Cash, his accolades, what he did for the world and music.
Oh, and by the way,
then at the end of it, they go, "Oh, and also John Ritter, the comedian, has passed away as well." That's how they did
That's
it.
how they did it.
John Ritter is a comic legend.
You didn't go to school that day.
Oh, I was out of school by then.
No?
I
It
watched
was 2004, Pop.
2003.
Well, I was still out of school.
No, we didn't go to school that day.
Jay, I was graduated by then.
You graduated in 04, didn't you?
03.
No, 03.
Was it 03?
Yeah, you were in 06 or
It was 05, yeah. I was supposed to be in 04.
Now, Gene Hackman, what can we say about this man that Hollywood hasn't already said?
He's an icon.
He's one of the best actors of Pop's generation, hands down.
Of any generation.
I mean, he's just a damn good actor.
Well, let's not say that. I mean, he is. I'm not taking that away from him. But in my generation, you got Brando. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you never
I
hear
will
of-
never take that away from Gene Hackman. He was a great actor.
Yeah, but-
I always enjoyed his movies.
On the flip side of that, Brando was a notorious scumbag to work with.
He's a putz, too.
Brando?
What?
He was horror. He was behind
he was
the
a
scenes.
perfectionist. Yes, he was.
I've heard of nothing but good things from Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
Co-stars.
He celebrated.
The man could do it
with
all.
all his peers.
Comedy, action. He won it. His first Oscar, he won for The French Connection.
French Connection. Yeah.
He also his second Oscar,
Unforgiven.
he won for Unforgiven.
That was a
Fantastic
shit movie.
No, it wasn't.
You suck dick too.
That movie is so
You don't
fucking
know.
boring. It is awful.
Jay, with the exception of Tombstone,
He was good in The Quick and the Dead.
With the exception of
Damn good.
With the exception of Tombstone, you're not really that into westerns.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true.
Well,
I watched Unforgiven. I watched it because it was one of the movies that we had a chance to watch in my acting class.
And that should tell you something.
And it was bad.
No, it wasn't.
It was very.
It's Clint Eastwood.
When it got into the point of where Clint Eastwood and Morgan Freeman start going fucking crazy and going hoss on everybody, that's different. That was decent, okay?
Well, see,
the fucking battle scene at the end of the movie was awesome. But leading up to it,
Fantastic story.
you missed the point.
I did not miss the point.
Yes, you
Yeah, you
did.
did.
it might have been really high, too.
Clint Eastwood
probably were.
doesn't play. His character has turned away
I
from
know.
that life.
He's yeah, I get it.
He's wrestling with hogs in the beginning of the movie. It's pathetic.
I get it.
But anyway-
he's not, Dirty Harry. I get
But
it.
Gene Hackman is fucking epic in the movie.
Yes, he is.
absolutely
He's
deserves it.
epic in everything he did.
I loved him in the Poseidon Adventure.
Oh, hell yeah.
My all-time favorite movie with him, because we grew up watching it, was The Birdcage.
She's a small town girl. And he's a pretentious European, the worst kind. Him and his cold, whatever, and his decadent China. I've seen this all before. Aristotle Onassis was just like this. And all of the French, especially Mitterrand. And the English. Not Margaret Thatcher, of course. But you can't tell me John Major doesn't have something on the side, and she can't handle it.
Oh,
Yes.
Awesome.
Go around the block and pick me up at the next corner.
Lady, not for $1 million. Don't leave me. I don't want to be the only girl not dancing with somebody. That was an amazing movie. That cast was absolutely
epic.
That
exceptional.
movie is my sons and I
all time.
favorite.
It's on the top of the list.
is
Yeah,
such a good
It's
movie.
fantastic.
I mean, you got so many people in that movie. But anyway, his circumstances on his death are really foggy and weird.
Yeah.
It's not. No, we're not icky yet. Not
Inky.
Hinky.
Oh, inky. Even hokey.
Now, the more we hear...
Something's not stirring the Kool-Aid there.
No.
Apparently his wife's hands and feet were mummified.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's some
Something's going
weird
on
shit
there.
going on there.
And it's New Mexico.
One
What
article...
does that mean?
It's just New Mexico. There's a lot of shit that goes on in New Mexico.
There's a lot of holes.
A lot of
Spiritually-
supernatural shit. Yeah.
Pop.
Really?
Yeah.
Pop. There's a lot of holes in the desert. A lot of the problems are buried in them holes.
Consider yourself warned.
The
you
circumstances surrounding
motherfucker.
the death. He was found in another room at the age of 95. God
The mud
bless him.
room.
God
He was
bless
found
him.
in his mud room.
In mud room.
His wife, who was 65,
63.
I thought, well,
Whatever.
she was found in another room with pills beside her. The pills turned out to
Strewn
be
about.
yeah, but they were turned out to be Tylenol and prescription meds.
For
Okay.
I don't
cholesterol.
I don't want to say because I don't remember it.
A German
okay.
Shepherd was found dead in
It
a
locked
closet.
in the
Locked in the
closet.
closet.
And then 2 other dogs were fine.
No,
Healthy.
they were
door
fine.
wide
They
open.
were out in the backyard. The back door was left wide open.
I mean, the house was beautiful. Let's just say it was a homestead. It was a beautiful house.
Apparently, Gene Hackman's pacemaker stopped on February 17th.
Well, here's the thing. Nobody's, calling him up, his agents or anybody calling him up
No.
because he's been retired for 30 fucking years.
Yes. So once that pacemaker stops, that's monitored from medical.
Yeah.
No. What I'm saying is, that's like when you're an actor, especially an actor of his caliber, your agents and managers are calling you up daily.
Yeah.
You know what he's been doing the last 20 years since he retired?
Relaxing.
Well, yes, that. You know what else? He was writing Western novels under an assumed name. Something he
I'd
always
like
wanted
to read
do.
one of those
Something he always wanted to do. He wanted to
I did
write.
not know that. That's super cool.
That is cool.
Okay.
His last movie, Gene, you deserve better.
Was it Ants?
No, it was Welcome to Mooseport.
Fuck you, man.
hell is that?
2000. Ray Romano.
It's Ray Romano. Me and Carissa.
It's so bad.
What is
Welcome to Mooseport.
Welcome to Mooseport.
That always came up when we were out in LA.
Was it an animated?
It's a political movie.
No.
It's a political movie.
Ray
Him-
Romano was in a small town. Gene Hackman plays this retired.
It's like Mooseport, Connecticut.
Is that where
politician.
they're going for mayor or
Yes.
governor or
Yeah.
something? Yeah.
Wasn't that good?
and they're both vying for the same woman It's just, it's
I
not
don't
a
remember
good.
that,
And you know what the sad thing is? The movie he did the year prior.
Ants.
No, god damn it. Ants was 1999.
It was a good movie.
It was.
I enjoyed that movie.
The movie he did prior to Welcome to Mooseport was Runaway Jury, which was actually a really good movie.
We gotta move on.
So, Gene Hackman, Michelle Trachtenberg.
God bless you.
God bless you both.
God bless
Rest
both
in
of you.
peace,
Oh,
Rest in
man.
peace,
and we just now, breaking news, David Johansen,
has also passed away.
75 years old.
Hey, Trotter!
You were a fan in our house, son.
Go back to Jersey, you bum!
God bless all three
All
of
three
you.
of you, man.
Until it's
Rest in peace, man.
Until it's revealed months from now that all of you were on the Epstein list.
I'm not a pervert.
I mean, Michelle Trachtenberg, that's a true
tragedy.
true tragedy because she was only 39 years old, had so much life to live.
Who's this?
Great actress.
The
What's that?
actress from Eurotrip.
Harriet the Spy.
And
I never seen
I will
Eurotrip.
say this.
I don't think I did.
As more comes out, as
One of
to
your stupid movies that you always like to watch?
No, it was a Nickelodeon movie. I was 10 fucking years
Oh,
old
okay,
then.
okay. I'll pass on that one.
as more information is released about the death of the Hackmans, I will be bringing it up on the podcast because I really want to know what happened.
Well, thank you, Mark, for that insight. And
Do we really have to talk about this?
Yes, we have to. All right, let's dive into the mega popular Barbie. I don't even know who fucking directed this movie.
Greta Gerwig.
Greta Gerwig. Isn't that the chick that was all about climate control or something?
She sounds like
Greta,
a Gerwig.
That's Greta
How dare you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thunberg.
Thunberg.
Whatever her fucking name is.
All right, so let's start with the cast. You got Margot Robbie, who is absolutely stellar as
She's
Barbie.
perfect.
She's perfect for Barbie.
She's perfect.
Name?
Oh, I'm Handler, Barbara.
And what are you here for today, Barbara?
I'm here to see my gynecologist.
Ryan Gosling.
Is it just my imagination or that these Mojo Dojo Casa houses just get dreamier?
Who's perfect
Who was
as Ken.
perfect for Ken? Absolutely.
And,
Perfect for Ken.
and maybe one of the only bright spots in this darkness that is this movie.
Yeah, Michael Cera.
Michael Cera.
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
You know, Pop's favorite.
Pop's favorite. He kept his clothes on.
I was waiting. When he was behind that fucking desk in that the meeting room, I said to Mom and Jay and Chris, I said,
Oh, you mean
he's
when they were
gonna
chasing
stand
her?
up and he's not gonna be wearing any fucking pants.
When they were chasing her through the fucking cubicles. Dad goes, "Oh great, here it comes,
Here it comes.
here it comes,"
He's
and he
gonna take his
gets
fucking
pants
clothes
on.
off.
Will Ferrell, Kate McKinnon from SNL,
She's another bright spot in this horror show.
and that's pretty much it of the no name or the named actors.
No, America Ferrera.
Wow.
America Ferrera.
She's a good actress. I like her work.
She's okay. All right, when she went into her whole spiel, in the
Well,
fucking movie,
again-
I was done with her. I was done with her.
Like, we have to always be extraordinary. But somehow we're always doing it wrong. Like, you have to be thin, but not too thin. And you can never say you want to be thin. You have to say you want to be healthy, but also you have to be thin. You have to have money, but you can't ask for money because that's crass. You have to be a boss, but you can't be mean. You have to lead, but you can't squash other people's ideas. You're supposed to love being a mother, but don't talk about your kids all the damn time. You have to be a career woman, but also always be looking out for other people. You have to answer for men's bad behavior, which is insane, but if you point that out, you're accused of complaining. You're supposed to stay pretty for men, but not so pretty that you tempt them too much or that you threaten other women, because you're supposed to be a part of the sisterhood, but always stand out and always be grateful. But never forget that the system is rigged, so find a way to acknowledge that, but also always be grateful. You have to never get old, never be rude, never show off, never be selfish, never fall down, never fail, never show fear, never get out of line. It's too hard, it's too contradictory, and nobody gives you a medal or says thank you. And it turns out, in fact, that not only are you doing everything wrong, but also everything is your fault.
Because it was probably her idea to do
No, it wasn't. This was all written by Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach.
Baumbach.
Whatever.
And didn't Robbie
Margot Robbie was the executive producer.
Yeah, man.
Talk about Margot Robbie.
Robbie.
Incredible actress. She's really good. She did great in The Wolf of Wall Street.
Very good.
She was probably the best adaptation of Harley Quinn.
That was hot. She was hot in Harley
She was great as Harley Quinn. And that's basically all I've seen her in, to be honest with you.
She actually was really good in the movie I, Tonya. Tonya Harding story.
She was
good
Tonya,
in that.
Mom made me watch that with her, and it was a good movie.
It wasn't a bad movie.
It wasn't a bad movie.
That was a big controversy back in the 90s.
Big
dude.
Controversy.
Poor Nancy.
Yeah, right.
Kerrigan.
Yeah.
But that was a good movie.
But yeah, she's definitely one of the A-list celebrities out there who's killing it. I mean, honestly, everything she's in is super popular, minus the Birds of Prey, the sequel to Suicide Squad, and the Suicide Squad as a whole was a horrible fucking movie.
The DC universe as a whole,
so bad. We went and saw it in L.A.
I like Harley Quinn.
Well, who doesn't?
She was
Perfect adaptation of Harley Quinn, no doubt, no doubt. I don't even think Suicide Squad was a hit.
No,
because
it made money.
It made money, yes, of course.
But Jared Leto's
Joker, got our $8.50, and that's only for the ticket.
Jared Leto's Joker
was weird.
Or is it Leto? How do you pronounce that name?
Leto.
Jared Leto's Joker made me want to watch that scene in Fight Club where Edward Norton is just beating the shit out of Jared Leto.
I was mad at the way they advertised that movie.
Because it was all about him. All they did was show him.
They really,
he was shit.
They really put him on a pedestal, and then you went to see the movie, and he was in it for 2 minutes.
If that.
Yeah.
You know,
he sent dead rats to his co-stars and shit. Jared Leto,
and then he claimed it was method acting.
He's definitely a method actor. We don't know what method he's using.
What do you play? As far as this movie is concerned.
What's the matter, Bob?
Hold on.
I'm confused.
Hold on. Yeah. Let's just keep on going. Ryan Gosling. First thing I ever saw Ryan Gosling in was the Mickey Mouse Club. Back on the Disney Channel. Yes, that is way back.
Was he a Mouseketeer?
He was a Mouseketeer. With Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, I think JC Chavez.
Get out.
I'm not kidding. All the people from the boy band groups, they were all Mouseketeers.
First movie I saw him in was Remember the Titans.
Yeah, fight!
Yeah.
He was good in that. His name was Alan in that movie.
He plays a linebacker that gets replaced.
Remember the Titans was a damn good fucking movie. Damn good movie.
It may be up there for my favorite football movie.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites, definitely.
Ryan Gosling, he only accepted
Any given Sunday.
He only accepted the role of Ken after seeing his daughter's Ken doll lying face down in the mud next to a squished lemon. He called up Greta Garbo or Greta Gerwig at saying, "I shall be your Ken. His story must be told." And he's funny in this movie.
He has moments.
That scene where he realizes that men rule the real world.
Listen, the only person
patriarchy
I felt sorry for was Alan.
Poor Michael Cera knocks it out of the park in this movie.
You know, he's all by himself. He's Ken's best friend. I had to look it up, folks. I'm a man. I'm a moil. I didn't play with
girl.
I didn't play with boys.
I'm going to be honest with you. I hadn't seen the movie until last night because I'm a heterosexual male.
Exactly. And we were trashed on that movie.
Shout out to Andrew Clavin at the Daily Wire.
Why can't I play with my dolls?
Shut up! You know why?
No, I know why men saw this movie. They took their little girls to see it, or their girlfriends, and they were hoping their dick would get played with.
Yeah.
Look, see, but what they don't know is it's a trap, because no woman's gonna want to fuck you after this movie.
Because you are the the men in that movie, the men portrayed in that movie were not men. They were metrosexual.
Well, but it was Barbie.
I don't care.
That's what it's all about. Girls.
Jay, didn't you?
Girl power.
I hated it. Don't get me wrong, people. I hated it.
I don't know what it is.
So Barbie.
I hate it.
So we're gonna give the excuse to Barbie that because it's Barbie, all the men have to be
metrosexual,
a little femme,
holding hands,
hang on, dancing
like
as a choreography number.
Watch me. No.
Tippy toe.
You can't.
If I can.
You can't.
I love homosexuals. No, you know why? No, come on. I met my first real lesbian. She was a big trucker girl. Ron.
Marge.
But I walked up to her and she walked up to me. No, it was Uncle Kenny's friend, of course.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I have friends that I met out in LA that are homosexuals.
Chris,
and I have a fan base of homosexual friends, and they're all hilarious.
Yeah,
they're hilarious.
Because they know who they are and what they are.
They're
and
not
they're proud of it. God bless you,
Even
man.
though there was a transgender in this movie.
Hang on, here's my story. I was at a bar, and Kenny, we went there to have
We know
have a
you
beer.
made out with the guy or something, or he made out with his boyfriend.
No. This is another story. And I never made out with a guy. I'll reach over that table and I'll grab you by the throat. Anyway, he introduced me to, let's call her Large Marge.
Okay.
Because you better make me come. And
you better tell me
after a little bit, I said, we got a lot in common. She goes, what could you and I have possibly in common? I said, I like pussy and you do too.
There you go.
And her and I became, we hung out the rest of the night together.
Look.
Until she had to get back in her big rig and roll on.
Look, I'm just, look, be who you are.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't give a fuck.
If you can find someone to love in this fucked up world today, have at it. God bless you. You have my blessing.
Chris, I really want you to.
If you like the roll poll, do your thing.
Chris,
Exactly.
I need you to.
Why do you gotta
I
say
need you
something
to
like
clip Pop's saying, and I want it at the beginning of every episode. I love homosexuals. I want that clipped at the beginning of every episode. I love homosexuals.
Yeah, but this movie was this movie was too much. It had
symbolism.
It was just
sounds like Steve.
Oh my God! What symbolism? They weren't exactly subtle.
There was no subtlety.
No.
There was no
one of the parts in this movie that really irritated the fuck out of me was when she would shower or they would drink or something. There was no fucking liquid there. There was nothing there.
Because it's Barbie.
I understand that.
Do you?
Just make a fucking movie about Barbie. Why does it have to be like the dolls and people are playing with you? It's fucking
I'm
stupid.
getting the fact that it was supposed to be a little girl's movie for little girls and got
And it wasn't a little girl that was playing with you. It was a grown woman.
There was so much pink.
Oh, you know what? Here,
it was
fun
like
little fact here. Fun little fact. Fact alert. Did you know when they made this movie, there was a world shortage of the color pink paint?
I believe it.
World shortage.
I have no doubt.
It was sickening.
Yeah, it was.
Between, it looked like a Pepto-Bismol bottle threw up.
I hate that everybody was named Barbie
and Ken.
Look,
Ken.
That could have been. This movie didn't have to be
made.
What it was.
Agreed.
They could have made this movie
a Barbie movie.
It made $1.4 billion.
No, it made money.
And just made a Barbie movie. They didn't have to turn it into
an agenda, a political
feminist
agenda,
propaganda piece
that Goebbels would have been proud of.
Yeah, like
Goebbels.
My
a little Hitler, being on holiday.
Oh. I got nothing, people.
It didn't need to be the way that it was.
It didn't need to be.
Never had to happen. It could have gotten made and never gotten made this way.
And it would have made money.
And it still would have been $1 billion movie.
Fucking A!
It's a metaphor for crap movie.
Why? Because it's fucking Barbie. That's why it got the money, not because everybody's like, ooh, feminism, and we love to hate men. No, that's not a popular idea.
Empowered women.
Well, hang on, Chris. For a while now, it has been a popular idea.
Yeah.
If you have a penis, you're the enemy.
A lot of men have played with dolls.
The only place where this has been a popular idea
I've never played with that.
has been in media in Hollywood. If you poll people on the subject, they're not into this shit. But if you are chronically online, you would think that this was normal, right? Because that's where it exists.
If you go on the user
This is where it exists.
I'm actually confused.
If you go on the user reviews...
I got nothing.
Hang on. If you go on the user reviews for IMDb, you'll see this movie... First of all, on IMDb, it only has like a 6.5.
It should.
Which, actually, in today's day and age, that's not a bad rating. By comparison, last week's movie, The Witch, had an 8. This movie, the user reviews, not the critics, the user reviews, they were like, it was it was night and day. You either really enjoyed this movie or you hated it.
Not to mention, it was all over the fucking place.
I didn't get it.
Oh, the plot's fucking terrible.
The plot is just absolutely awful.
Oh my
The
god.
plot
And the
holes.
saving grace
The
of the
plot
movie
holes.
is Ryan Gosling's like stupid, dumb, like
and Kate McKinnon as Weird Barbie.
I was gonna say I love Will Ferrell in this movie. He was hilarious.
When he uses a word in that movie that doesn't get used a lot.
What I'm trying to say is, get in the box, you Jezebel. What? I can't say Jezebel now?
Jezebel. It needs to come back. Get in the box, you Jezebel.
Yeah, he was actually. I was surprising because I'm surprised I didn't know he was in this movie.
I didn't know.
But then
either.
again, I'm a heterosexual male. I don't watch movies like this.
They turned John Cena into a fucking mermaid.
I mean,
why?
I mean,
who plays the ukulele?
But what did Hollywood do to John Cena? They embarrassed him. You know, if we're gonna get into all that, we're gonna.
No.
But anyway,
Alan was a saving grace in this movie.
I felt so sorry for Alan.
I mean, but that's Michael Cera's.
That's a shtick.
That's a shtick.
When he
Everybody
said,
feels bad for him.
One of my favorite lines in this movie is
What's
when
a shtick, Walter?
Is when he says,
"Shut the fuck up."
This is not the first. I won't be the first Alan in the real world. NSYNC. Yes, even him. When he says there have been other Alans in the real world, and he goes, and they all look at him confused, and he goes, NSYNC. Yes, even him. They were all Alans.
What?
Did you?
There's nobody in the band named in NSYNC named Alan.
No.
No,
he's implying.
He's talking about who he is as like the character, the forgotten character.
Okay.
He says there have been other Alans from Barbie world to go into the real world, and when they look at him confused, he goes NSYNC.
Okay.
He's implying that all of NSYNC were Alan dolls.
Oh.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Well, that was funny.
No, they weren't.
No, even it was.
You're out of your mind.
I didn't get
think
that. I didn't
NSYNC's
hear
one of
it.
the most popular boy bands ever.
I tried to fall asleep during this movie.
It's a
My
joke.
wouldn't let me.
More popular.
And they're gonna finish that wall as soon as they can start
That
building
part
across
was funny.
and not up.
That part was funny.
That was funny.
But that was it.
No, Kate McKinnon, Weird Barbie was funny.
She
I
was
like
all,
Will
she was all right.
Yeah,
she wasn't that funny.
No, I thought she was.
I thought she killed fucking Ghostbusters, so I have a real.
She had
I got a real fucking.
I got a lot of problem.
Hate for that woman and everybody else that was in that fucking movie. I love Kristen Wiig, but yeah, Kate McKinnon as Egon was just fucking awful.
The movie was awful.
She was funny in the movie Office Christmas Party.
She was funny in Barbie.
No. Dude.
Yes, when Margot Robbie looks at her and says, "I'm just like you, ugly and unwanted," and she looks at her and goes, "Thanks." That was funny.
Yeah, see, you remember that shit. This movie is so forgettable. So forgettable.
Then why did it make me
If
so
you're a
angry?
man.
If you're
heterosexual, that is.
No,
Oh yeah, baby.
no,
baby.
no.
How about them birds? Uh-huh.
I literally.
How much do you remember?
My face was melting off with the crap that was being said in this movie. This movie was kind of hard to follow.
This movie was an indoctrination.
Hard to follow.
It was kind of hard to
It was
follow.
an indoctrination.
I'm confused.
And it was hard to follow.
I didn't get it.
They were trying so hard to push this men bad, women good.
Turn it off.
Only narrative that they ended up contradicting themselves like multiple times, which drove me nuts from the beginning to the end. Like the very opening of the movie, we get this weird 2001: A Space Odyssey
No water.
parody.
No water for the shower.
Who? But hang on.
It was funny when she went to drink that water and she spilled it all over herself.
That was funny.
That was funny.
That was kind of cute.
And the scene with the tea.
Yeah, I don't know how.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to.
I
say
enjoyed
this.
that part of the movie when Rhea Perlman was talking about how she was the owner.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that part of the movie. The creator.
By the way, it's true. The real inventor of Barbie lost a lot of money due to tax evasion.
Yes.
That's actually
Okay.
true.
But at the same time, they didn't have to go into that whole fucking montage of the girls and everything. That was dumb as fuck.
And Alan.
And super manipulative.
Oh, absolutely.
The Barbie doll Alan came out in 1964.
Let it go.
No, Pop's on a quest. Let him roll.
I don't know. But he was named after what's her name?
Or Ruth,
the creator of Barbie.
Barbara was the daughter.
Ken was not Ken, but
named after her son-in-law.
Alan, son-in-law.
Yeah, her son-in-law.
So
yes.
she did not like her son-in-law.
Folks, I played with fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Street Sharks,
Stone
G.I.
Protectors.
Joes. What?
They were the troll dolls with muscles that had stones in their chest, and you clicked their arm and it sparked. Don't look at me. Everyone's looking at me weird.
Things like that.
They looked at me like I had lobsters coming off of my ears.
Wrestlers. We played with wrestlers.
Pop had Stretch Armstrong.
I did, and I took it apart to see what was inside him.
What was inside him?
Shit.
Goo.
The point that I was making about the opening scene versus the ending scene. This is where the whole she gets to go get her vagina checked at the end of the
we didn't
what
need
the
that.
hell?
Yeah, what the fuck,
But
dude?
here's
not funny. It's stupid.
Here's the weird connection.
I thought you were going in for a job interview.
That doesn't even that shouldn't even exist. So the opening, they had the whole 2001: A Space Odyssey parody, right?
Yeah.
I never saw it, so I didn't catch it.
And the narrator's talking about how little girls only had baby dolls to play with, and God forbid how boring it is to pretend to be a mom.
Yeah, motherhood is
motherhood
bad. That's what that was telling
What a terrible, horrible thing. And then fast forward to the end of the movie, even though they were making the mom thing like the bad thing, you're not just a mom. Just a mom. That's so offensive. So then we go to the end, and now all of a sudden Barbie wants to be a mom because she's gonna go get her vag checked. What the hell?
Ken doesn't have a penis. He tells everybody.
Well, that was actually funny. The fact when
she punched me.
That wasn't even necessary.
Hang on.
This movie's supposed to be for kids.
Yeah, but hang on. When Ken looks at those construction workers and goes, "I have all the genitals." That was funny.
No,
Ryan Gosling was funny in this movie.
Ryan Gosling was okay in this movie.
Can I speak to a doctor? I am a doctor. Can you give me a cup of coffee? And a white coat.
I think Ryan Gosling's timing is perfect.
Oh yeah, he's really good.
He was great in the movie The Nice Guys with Russell Crowe. It was great. It was a good movie.
Apparently, the Fall Guy is actually really good.
Play a decent guitar
wanted to see that. Yeah.
He can play a decent guitar. He played one song, and Dad thinks he's fucking.
Hang on. What do they have on Rob Thomas and Matchbox 20? What blackmail material do they have on them to ruin a fantastic 90s anthem?
As a musician and a lover of 90s quintessential music, I will never, for a girl, play Push ever again in my life. Because y'all got something against fucking Matchbox 20.
Well, I will.
You play on their egos and their petty jealousies, and you turn them against each other. One second.
And it's
they just wanted the lines of push you around. That's what they.
Well, I will.
Yeah. You know, they were making men out to be the bad guys, so they wanted to make sure that the bad guy men were pretending to, I don't know, woo women with songs about abusing them.
Halfway through this movie, I got physically angry because we get it, man bad.
Yeah, we get it. You don't have to keep driving into the fucking...
I didn't get that out of the movie.
Really?
I did.
How did you not get that?
She was a bitch to Ken from the get-go.
Well, yeah, well.
All Ken wanted to do was play with her non-vaginal area.
I don't even think...
I don't think he wanted to do that.
He just wanted to sleep over.
Well,
no.
Okay.
The kid, how do you have sex? First of all, the first time I saw a Barbie doll naked, I was scared to death. Like, what is this? There's not even nipples on it.
Well, yeah, it's not supposed to be.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if I've ever seen that.
I've never took.
There's no nipples on Barbie doll.
When Courtney was growing up, she had every Barbie known to man.
This whole movie was just, it was so all over the fucking place. And of course it brought money in because all girls saw was Barbie. Mm-hmm. That's all they saw.
And all men saw was Margot Robbie.
And all men
That's the thing. If you take the plot of this movie and stick it on anything else, it'll fail. The only reason it succeeded was because of the brand name.
Yeah, it was masked.
Oh yeah.
Everything in this movie was masked over the Barbie name. And when she started, I don't feel like Barbie anymore, that was annoying to me. I was like, this is fucking stupid. You should have just made a regular pop fucking corn film about Barbie and Ken. That's it.
That would have been more fun.
That would have been more fun, maybe more funny.
I doubt it.
You could have made the jokes about the dolls and everything without being vulgar.
They're not going to the beach. They're going to beach.
Oh, and they're gonna do.
And they're gonna beat each other.
They're gonna beat each other off. They're gonna beat each. How many jerk-off jokes can you make in 20 seconds?
Exactly.
In a kid's movie, how many times do I have to say that this movie is supposed to be for minors, girls,
Little girls.
and we're
Or
making,
little boys,
we're
depending on your
being-
So if
gender.
you're not up to the whole brevity thing.
they're not even trying to fucking hide it, and then they go out of their way to make sure that they have a man in a dress pretending to be a Barbie. Every time they fucking pan to
There it
this
is,
person.
guys. There it is, the transgender. the wokeometer last night
Right.
pulled him right out of the fucking.
Wow.
She's like, that's a man.
How you're? That makes me crazy with the plot too, because they're being terrible to men. Men are bad. Men are bad. Then all of a sudden, this man in a dress is what, honorary woman because he's
You're
wearing
a
dress?
dude.
Well, actually, hang on a
What the
minute.
fuck?
First of all, you're a dude.
No, wait, what did they say? What did the,
Remember when Ryan Gosling says, "Take off your glasses," and he takes off her glasses, and it's a dude, and she's like, "Now we can see how beautiful you are." When it's very obviously a linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay.
You can tell that
Hang
it's
on.
a man.
Hang on. Stop. Hang on.
You shut the fuck up.
The redhead with a long.
That was a dude.
That was a dude.
That was a dude. You couldn't hear the voice.
I really wasn't. I must have checked that out.
You
I didn't check it. I got the wokeometer sitting right next to me.
I wasn't looking at her throat.
Totally
Oh my
a dude,
God.
man. First of all, you're a dude.
It was so glaring.
Okay, now-
obvious.
Because his hands were as big as Andre the Giant's. and
her
balls
ball.
were big.
man hands?
I take issue with feminism having a problem with men, but then allowing men to pretend to be women.
Yeah, because all the men in that movie were women. All the men in that movie.
What?
All the men.
Doesn't Ken and Barbie transcend sexuality only because they're all eunuchs?
Okay.
There's no genitals.
Yeah, but we're not supposed to be concerned about that.
What the hell did he call us?
But
what
we
did he call
basically
Barbie
made
house?
the movie concerned about it.
Casa de Uno de Ballville. I don't know, man. It was fucking stupid.
It was Casa de...
And what was with the fucking horses?
Casa de Dojo.
Something or-
Dojo Mojo.
You had
or
a thing
something.
for. No, this is no longer Barbie's dream house. This shall henceforth be known as Ken's Mojo Dojo Casa House.
Cowboys and horses. I don't know.
By the way, he looked like a gay John Travolta in Urban Cowboy.
Yeah, like the whole premise of men being on horses and being manly. I'm like, no, this is.
And by the way,
dumb.
if you're a construction worker out there, you're gonna be offended.
Yeah, I would be too, because now I've been on tons of construction sites and I've never heard catcalls from fucking construction workers.
Really?
Yes.
No,
yes.
Pop, I deliver to them every fucking day, and I've
Contrary
never
to
heard.
popular belief, people like to get to work when they go to work.
Well, that's true. But at lunchtime and shit,
Not in today's day and age. You'll get fired so
on
quick.
many of construction sites, and we see a good-looking woman walking past, we whistle. I whistled. I didn't say lewd suggestions or anything like, hey, I get run on her.
One guy
you know.
literally said,
I get run on her.
The one guy said, "I'd like to get into your shorts." He literally said that.
Or no.
he can
Hang
see-
on.
he can see
said
his face in her shorts.
He could see his face in her shorts. Terrible pickup line, but funny.
It wasn't funny, and the
but
fucking
that's
neon was just too much for me.
Oh my God! When he pulled up his rollerblades,
My eyes hurt.
My eyes!
Oh
I
my
was
God,
blinded.
yeah, I had
Jesus!
Do you have your
Christ.
bright yellow fucking skates?
It's burning my retinas.
My glasses
If I did this
black
orienting.
instantly.
Okay, here. So, I used AI
Oh, no.
to tell us how many times
Here we go.
certain words were repeated in this supposedly for children, not propaganda movie at all.
Okay.
And the final product for this episode, I want you to put the Harlem Globetrotter theme right now in the fucking thing, because you're about to go into a spiel.
And the word
Sweet Georgia
patriarchy got thrown around, estimated by AI about 12 to 15 times as a punchline and a plot driver.
Okay.
There's no plot.
There's no plot.
There was no plot.
Grandma's Boy had a better plot.
Yeah,
That-
really.
that was
And
a
that
terrible
plot, that movie had 15 minutes of solid plot.
The word feminism is less of a verbal thing,
Yeah.
only getting said like maybe 2 to 5 times.
Bullshit.
But was the overarching theme and subtext of everything that was said.
Girl power. Fuck off.
So just
Empowering women.
Yeah.
This doesn't empower women.
They were trying to
This is
find
called-
themselves
this
as
is
an
what you-
empowered woman
this
and an
is-
empowered Ken.
No.
This is what you call
It's a metaphor for
the
a crap
soft
movie.
bigotry of low expectations.
Was it a crap movie?
It was a crap.
Oh, it was a crap movie.
It
but
made over
money.
$1.4 billion
That's
worldwide.
because the fucking.
Barbie.
That's because it's a niche
Barbie.
market.
Hang
It's
on.
Barbie.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. Two things can be true. A shit movie can make a lot of fucking money.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Two things can be true.
Yeah.
That is
Yes,
true.
correct.
Yeah.
And this movie
It was a shit movie.
was a shit. By the way, Hollywood writers, you can write a movie about a strong female lead character without
Pointing it out
degrading
and pointing it
without
out.
degrading the other side.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake!
Yeah.
And I know there's people out there that are gonna say, "Well, it was satire." Fuck
No.
you. Mel Brooks
Yeah.
is satire.
Yeah, all your fucking writers on this
Satire.
movie, you can all suck my dick. Seriously.
I don't think she would.
Because you fucking people are the problem. This world is the way it is.
You should have
okay?
stayed on strike. The way they brought all the brainwashed Barbies back was to teach them how to hate men. That's the whole premise of this movie.
Dad said straight up, "What's with the fat
Exactly.
Barbie?" I was like, "Well, they had to include the Cabbage Patch Kids somewhere."
That's fucked up.
Do they actually have a fat Barbie?
Curvy Barbie.
Curvy.
She's called Curvy.
Not fat.
All right, look, Barbie does
Represent, yeah.
cause a lot of problems in the female community because no female
Look like
looked
that,
except for fucking Margot Robbie.
Body dysmorphia.
I'll grant you that Barbie
Barbie
has
doesn't cause body dysmorphia.
Body
Barbie
dysmorphia.
Barbie has basically
Perfect.
It basically since Barbie came out,
Hey!
this is what women are supposed to look like, dear. And if you don't, God forbid.
No.
Barbie is actually when they called Barbie a fascist, that was funny.
That
by
was
the way.
funny.
That part, I rolled my eyes that entire fucking part. When those kids are talking out their asses,
Yeah.
you obviously they have no idea what the fuck they're saying.
Actually,
even know what the
really,
word fascism
really irritating.
means.
It's really irritating.
Did you didn't like it when the one girl just goes?
No.
When all four of them are talking about how much they hate Barbie, and the one goes, "I loved Barbie."
Yeah.
No.
And they
They look at her like,
No, I hated that part completely. It was so annoying because, like I said, these 12-year-old fucking girls didn't know what the fuck they were saying, and it was just that bad.
They're just repeating the popular buzzwords. This
Yeah,
whole
that's it.
movie was based on buzzwords, which is
And it
so
was-
aggravating.
It was too fucking long.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I was actually reading an article that Rolling Stones did on this, and oh my god!
Oh, good.
Talk about a sycophantic fucking article. They might as well.
a what?
Sycophantic.
They were sucking Barbies.
That's
What?
a real word.
A what?
Yes, it
Sycophant.
is.
A what?
Sycophant.
It's a word.
Yes, it is.
A what?
Sycophant.
They were literally licking her feet. Greta Gerwig.
I'd like to.
I mean,
While
let's
they
be real.
interviewed her.
Let's be real.
Hard to get a
It's
run on
fucking
her.
Rolling Stone. That's like the wokest fucking
Here we go.
magazine.
Oh, it's garbage.
Oh, this movie was steeped in woke. Are you kidding me?
Okay, I'm gonna need you two to do something real quick.
I don't know what woke is yet.
Explain to our father what woke is.
Look,
Please.
If you can't look,
Tell him about the fucking golf shoes.
Hot. Can a man be a woman? Answer the question.
Are we going
Can a
into
man
this?
Be a woman?
Say what?
Can a man be a woman?
Yes.
They get dressed as a woman in
But
women's clothes.
can
We called it in my day. We
they
called them
be-
transvestites, and there's nothing wrong with that.
In Hawaii, they're called mahus.
But can
What?
They're called mahus in Hawaii.
That's
sounds
funny.
horrible.
That's funny.
Is that true?
Yes.
That's horrible.
Look at
But-
I have a story. I had a guy come up to me, grab my arm, ask me what time it was, and I was
He
like,
grabbed your arm.
grab my hand.
See,
I
that-
said, hey,
that's
honey,
not cool.
what time is it?
I
And I
almost
was
broke
like,
your
touch
uncle's-
me again, I'll break your fucking
I
arm.
almost broke your uncle's nose.
Wait, hang on. So you didn't do what Ryan Gosling did when that woman asked him what time it was? You didn't take
Pull
that
out
as a
the-
great compliment?
Pull out the
She thought he was a nutcase. Anyway, Chris,
They
go ahead.
turned
Go ahead.
No,
Ryan
so-
Gosling
Continue.
into Logan Paul by
Guys.
that movie.
Come on, come on.
Continue, Chris. Please.
Can a man be a woman? Not can he dress like one?
That's a
Can
good
he
question.
be-
That's a loaded question.
Almost.
Are we there yet?
It's not a loaded question. There's only one answer to this.
No.
No.
And it's no.
No.
That's part of what woke is. They believe that because you live like that means you can be that.
You
thing.
can cut the pole and dig the hole all you want.
Ew.
You're still going to have the chromosomes of a man.
But that's
Look,
That's
what
what I'm
if
saying.
make believe land is anything you want?
so take that premise where they believe
But
that this is real. and apply it to everything.
Look,
Black people are always being
BLM is woke. BLM is woke.
Women are always
Black Lives Matter.
oppressed. The
That woke?
whole movie was about that, right?
Yep.
Men oppressing women, which doesn't really happen.
And that's woke?
Are there not women in the world who are powerful and rich?
Yes.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Who's that?
The fucking
That's
people,
the head of
Executive
producer of
Lucasfilms.
Lucasfilms.
the fucking people who made this movie.
She
The
retired recently.
director was a woman.
Or did she?
Which is not a bad thing.
Of course,
That's
the
not a
director
bad
was a
thing.
woman.
What
I
I'm
mean,
saying is they're trying to make the point that the real world is ruled by men, while they're allowed to be rich, powerful women.
Every
it makes
woman
no sense.
in the
it
world
makes no sense.
will agree that this world is run by men. Not that I'm a male chauvinist
it was
pig. I
founded
love
by
women.
men. It was founded by our forefathers.
Exactly. But at the same
Nobody
time,
says it was founded by the foremothers. Okay?
I'm all for a woman opening the door for me. I'm for that.
And I will open the door for a woman.
Damn straight.
Okay?
I
But if she
respect
doesn't
women.
say thank you,
Men built society. That is not a bad thing to say.
No, it's not.
They
It's
did.
Look,
They built the structures of society, and as women, we hold the fucking thing together.
Yeah.
Why is that bad?
no,
Why?
it goes hand in hand.
Neither sex, listen to me, neither sex is better than the other. We are different. And there's
different.
nothing fucking wrong with that.
No,
Yeah,
we're just
That's what makes the world go round.
We are
being
wired
different.
different.
We're built for certain things. There's nothing wrong with that. Why does a woman have to be a man to be successful?
or act like a man.
Which is
like,
what this
Nothing
is
anything wrong
getting
with that.
at. This movie is telling little girls that unless they are basically like men, they can't get along in the world, which is wrong.
And that's true.
And it's
You
also
should embrace your femininity.
Oh, and you have to hate men.
You should embrace your
you have to
femininity.
hate men. Yeah, I mean, like
That's what this movie was telling everybody.
people, we're not the fucking enemy.
Well,
Not all of us.
Not
Are
all
there
of
men out there who are total assholes?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. But most of us, blue collar, we don't give a fuck.
There's
we want to be
also-
left alone.
I respect mom and all women.
There's also terrible women out there.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
This movie was made by women who hate other women.
But you know what gets me?
If you like women, you don't tell women that they're being held back by the men in their life.
You know what gets me?
What message does this send little girls when their dads take them to
This
see
is
this fucking
basically
movie?
Carissa's show today.
Yeah.
I'm angry for you guys.
Hang on.
No, don't be
As
angry
a
for us.
mother,
We don't give a fuck.
as a mother and a wife, I see what my husband does for our family, and it is vital.
River.
It's vital to how society works.
No, there are horrible men out there, horrible men that should never have a relationship with a woman or a man as well.
Because they do think they're better.
Because they're,
But we should be able to tell the
there's
difference.
also women out there that abuse their men, and it pisses me off because my wife watches these shows.
Here we go.
Yeah, and Snapped and all that kind of crap. And it makes me wonder. I hid the knives in the house.
I keep telling Pop, I keep telling you, Mom's
There's
doing
never
research.
How often do you see a show like that has an abused husband? They're out there. There have to be out there because there's some.
I was a
British
bad
women.
husband.
We are now. Men are basically chauvinistic pigs in this world.
Well, we always were.
But what I'm saying is, it's more prevalent now that they're making it apparent, because this movie not only tore the men down in this world, they tore them down, but it also made them continuously tear them down and tear them down. Like they went back and forth on how they have to manipulate us because we're manipulative.
Yeah, by the way, we are.
We're very
Let's be honest.
stupid.
Well.
No,
That was
dude.
the thing that I didn't like about the movie as well.
Oh yeah,
On
let's
the
teach
female-
our little girls how to play head games. That's
Exactly,
fantastic.
exactly.
That's what they're doing.
Not to
That's
mention,
terrible.
women are great at sports when they're
Fucking
like,
A.
when the guy's like, oh, let me show you this, let me show you this. Not all of us will do that, okay?
I ask Alicia how to do shit all the time.
Yeah, I've seen my wife torn 3 different directions from when she was given birth, and I have the utmost respect
Amen.
for what women go through.
I couldn't do it.
Here's to you.
I don't
lady.
want to do it.
Here's to you.
Absolutely.
ladies and
Yes.
mothers.
From Two Bros and a Pop, we salute all the fine females out there.
But
salute.
But at the same time, if my wife wants me to bring the wash basket up or something, I'm gonna do it because I love my wife and I like to contribute and everything like that.
He will bitch about it though.
He'll bitch
No,
about
I won't.
Oh,
no, I won't.
come on.
No, I won't.
No, that's
He wants you to play the game.
I'm not,
Play the
I'm not
game.
playing
Play
this
the
game.
Play the
I'm not
game.
playing this game. What I'm saying is, it's just they tore us down continuously in this movie. I was really agitated at the end.
And by the way,
I got nothing.
if any man ever tries to fight me by throwing a pull inner tube at me, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
yeah, that whole dancing montage at the end. What the
hell?
fuck was that?
The only man who throws down in this movie the right way, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, is Michael Cera.
Right!
And I can't believe he actually throws fucking down.
He kicked ass, didn't
that
he?
was the stupidest, one of the
Yeah,
dumbest parts.
didn't have to
of
be there.
It didn't have to be there.
There were a
this
lot of
movie
scenes.
could have been a popcorn Barbie movie about Barbie Land without all this political agenda and bullshit fucking indoctrination of our children.
And it would have been great. And it would have been great.
And it would have been great.
Well, I don't know about
I wouldn't have watched it because I'm a heterosexual male. But
I'm a mile.
but yeah, I mean, we need to come out with a movie now that is all about empowering men.
Tippy toe, tippy toe.
And at the end, in the beginning of it, we're gonna have fucking now you're a mile, like because
Well, Jay,
this is just
Jay,
absurd.
They already have those movies. It was called the 70s and 80s.
I'm just saying, man.
Even back then.
We are not the fucking enemy. That's what I'm saying.
Not all of us. Listen, my
women-
father was raised by a single mother.
Yep.
His father was an abusive fucking alcoholic, man.
That's true. That's true.
So it was drilled into his head to respect women. It was drilled into mine and my brother's head to respect women.
Absolutely.
But this movie is completely fucking disrespectful to men. And I know what they're saying. Well, it's a satire.
It's
Fuck
not satire.
you!
It's satire. The fuck it is.
I'm sorry. This movie is not fair.
No, it's not. This movie doesn't empower women at all.
This movie doesn't empower anybody but Hollywood. It made money.
That's it.
It pits men against women.
It really does.
If you want a good story that's about how women kind of took control of things, Macbeth is a fantastic version of that.
I'm not doing this shit again.
Hang on. You are such a film snob.
Miss Milk.
You had.
I mean the actual Macbeth.
I
like,
know,
if you're
but
reading it.
Macbeth.
I don't mean the movie.
She's not wrong.
The idea that women are weak and not able to gain power is ridiculous. Macbeth is a fantastic story about
it is.
how women gain power. Women are not the same as men because we don't go in with a fucking sword and slice people's fucking heads off.
Some do.
Yeah, we do that.
Hey, look at.
Don't go there. Go Kill Bill.
Joan of Arc. Come on.
Well, she was the exception. She's an outlier.
I don't like movies that have women who are basically men. I think that's stupid.
Hang on. Kill Bill.
Wait, who's that chick on?
Hang on. That movie. That's another great example of a great empowered female lead that doesn't have to shit on all men.
That's true.
It's a revenge story.
The Legend of Billie Jean.
I need you.
It rides the line for me because I still love the movie. I think Kill Bill is
You know what?
super fun.
This movie
But
would have
it
been
rides the line.
acceptable had Tarantino wrote it.
He's got
Tarantino
a man
would.
crush.
You're
on
damn right I do.
Hot nut for fucking
Feet.
Well, I don't agree. I don't look. I know Tarantino has a foot thing. I don't get it. I don't understand how feet are sexy ever.
It's weird.
Margot Robbie wore 18 wigs and 30 hair pieces in this movie. Each one cost about $40,000.
That's absurd.
Okay, let's get back to the movie. Let's
go into the plot. There is none.
Hang on, though. The set design was good in Barbie Land.
You, JP?
Yeah.
The way the movie,
that was great.
The set design, the costumes, they were really good. The cast was actually very well done. Margot Robbie might as well have been in a box.
They did perfect.
They tried to put her in a box.
Barbie comes in a box.
By the way, when she was getting
Not
shackled down,
subtle at all.
when she was getting shackled down,
Yeah, yet again, not being subtle. We got to put her back.
yeah.
Come on.
All the men in the board meeting are there. And then
all
that
the
one-
yes
that-
men?
The one guy was like,
Oh,
I'm not
there you go.
powerful, so does that make me a woman?
I'm a man with no power. Does that make me a woman? I actually screamed out like
Brendan.
John Malkovich. No! This is so bad.
You think it's a Barbie?
I'm melting off the couch.
Oh!
Yeah, when he said that, I was like, come on, man.
Did she go like this?
AJ
Oh.
looked at each other.
Yeah,
Here
I
we
was
go.
like, stop.
Wait for it.
Chris did the chicken.
Yeah.
This was fucking uber woke. This movie, like
you could get drunk. Like if you had alcohol and you were to like take a shot every time there was some undertone or anything about feminism,
you'd be drunk.
You'd be dead.
I have a whole fucking bottle of scotch. I should have drank it.
2 weeks in theater, Barbie earned the distinction of becoming the first billion-dollar movie directed by a woman.
Yeah.
Who cares? Why can't it just be a movie directed by a director, a really good director? Why does it have to? Why do we have to point out that it's a woman or a man?
Because she's not a good director.
She's not.
Who?
What else did she do?
Lady Bird.
Just because something looks ugly doesn't mean it's morally wrong.
What did you say, ma'am?
Nothing.
Please, share.
I said, just because something looks ugly doesn't mean that it's morally wrong.
You think dead children aren't morally wrong?
No. I'm just saying that if you took up-close pictures of my vagina while I was on my period, it would be disturbing, but it doesn't make it wrong.
Excuse me?
Listen, if your mother had the abortion, we wouldn't have to sit through this stupid assembly.
Ha!
Lady Bird.
Lady Bird is shit.
Lady Bird.
Lady Bird.
Stuff, but, like Lady Bird is the one that I know most.
That's the one we didn't watch when they sent the screeners.
Lady Bird. What is Lady Bird?
You're mistaking me for someone who cares. Time to move on.
The way I took it was another feminist fucking...
Lady Bird!
Lady Bird.
Lady Bird was Greta's first directorial debut. She wrote and directed Lady Bird, and Lady Bird is an American coming-of-age comedy drama film.
Oh, I was wrong then. This movie might have actually saved Warner Brothers. Financially.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers was tanking.
Yeah, they already greenlit Barbie 2.
Of course they did.
No, they haven't.
Yes, they did.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
She's gonna run for president.
Barbie 2, The Revenge of Skipper. Ladies and gentlemen, I looked it up. It was true. There actually was a doll called Growing Up Skipper in which you flicked down the arm and the tits grew to symbolize puberty. This was in 1975.
This is ridiculous. It's crazy. I feel like I'm babysitting except I'm not getting paid.
In June 2023, a French Barbie poster went viral for a surprising reason. The tagline, "She could do everything, he's just Ken." By the way, that says it all, doesn't it?
Well, yeah.
That's the tagline for this movie, people.
Yeah.
Hang on. Was translated in French to, I'm gonna butcher this, Elle peut tout faire lui sieste juste Ken.
For all those French people
I apologize.
God bless
We
you.
apologize.
I apologize.
This,
this is properly translated, but the second part, Louis sieste juste Ken, sounds exactly the same as Louis sieste juste Ken, which is slang for he only knows how to fuck. Ha!
Is that true?
The studio has neither confirmed nor denied.
But he has no penis.
It was intentional. The studio has neither confirmed or denied whether it was intentional.
How much money did this movie make?
1.4 billion. Billion, as in B.
And it only had a budget of 145 million.
Yeah.
So that's why it was greenlit.
And all of that came with
Everything's a cash grab nowadays.
Well, I mean,
So-
it's one of the most popular brands in the world.
accessories. Yeah.
Barbie.
That bitch has everything. That's the joke.
Brand.
Yeah.
So of
She's a
course
successful
it was
woman.
It was always going to
But,
be.
you know,
she can be
successful.
whatever she wants to be.
By the way, Chris is right. This is a kid's movie, and that actress you're talking about actually says, "That's right, motherfucker."
Yeah.
That actually happens in it. They bleep it out, but
They did a lot of stuff in this movie that I was like, this is not a kid's movie.
The dancing montage.
I know he was nominated.
Beaching each other. That's weird, man.
Did he win? Did Ryan Gosling win the Oscar for this movie?
I actually didn't pay attention to what.
I know it was nominated
It
for
was
the Oscar.
nominated for like so many.
This movie grossed $1 million domestically every day for 46 consecutive days.
It's a mega hit.
The second most of any Warner Brothers film after The Hangover, which was 52 consecutive days. Which, by the way, I've seen The Hangover. It's a good.
Okay.
I can't believe that fucking movie made that much money.
You gonna fuck on me? Nobody's gonna fuck on you. We're on your side. I hate Godzilla. I hate him too. I hate him. He's destroying cities. Please. This isn't your fault. I'll get you some pants. Oh!
That goes to show you how hungry we are
It was a
for
good buddy
entertainment.
comedy.
Well, no, we can't make good movies anymore. I
No, the writing is stale.
This is what we have been reduced to.
Do you know? Okay,
Barbie.
A couple of weeks ago, I was talking about the Razzies and how Francis Ford Coppola got nominated for worst director for the Razzies. He came out with a statement. Do you know what he said?
Fuck y'all.
Drink my wine.
You're almost right. He came out and said, I will take this Razzie gladly as a representation of I'm not afraid to make a bad original movie these days.
Amen.
He goes,
Good for you, Francis.
in a world where Hollywood is so afraid to make an original movie and not offend anybody.
Listen, defend freedom, people. Don't defend feelings.
I'm telling you, there's a really good movie that we watched a few years back. It was a fresh idea.
Blazing Saddles.
No, it was the Mortal Engines.
What?
It was called Mortal Engines, and it was a damn good.
Is that about Thomas the Tank?
It's based on a book series.
It's a damn good movie.
Isn't it?
Is that the movie we
based
watched?
off a book
Is that the movie you wanted me to watch? Fantastic movie.
Look at this. Ryan Gosling was first sent a copy of this script. It was titled Barbie and Ken, and Ken crossed out.
Oh?
They weren't even... subtlety is not Gidget Garbo's wheelhouse. This was the first toy-based film nominated for an Academy Award. And here's the coup de grace, people. Mattel has begun developing 45 more film projects after this movie's success, including the American Girl doll. I don't know what that is. A Barney movie.
Okay. I love you.
They're not
All
bringing
right.
that back. Nobody likes Barbie.
Hang on.
Hi, boys and girls.
It gets better. Hot Wheels, which is basically, and Tom Cruise is going to star in Days of Thunder.
Part 2.
Yeah. Magic 8 Ball. How do you make that into a movie? All signs point to no. Polly Pocket. Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Didn't they already do that movie with Hugh Jackman?
How are
No
they
Steel.
They already.
First of all, both actors, Barbie Barbie and Ken, they each made $12.5 million for this movie.
Margot Robbie made over 50.
Yeah, because
That was together.
Oh well. Okay.
No, she made 50 on the back end. So she was
I
initially
like her back end.
She was no. Initially,
That's what it say. I don't.
basically the back end is what profits the movie turns. But yeah, I mean, basically they were initially paid the $12 million, and then after that they made in a crazy amount of money on the back end, meaning that her contract probably had something to do with like merchandise.
She was a producer.
And she was an executive producer, which is a no-show job title in Hollywood, by the way.
It can make you money.
Hang on though. Don't you have to?
Make you money.
Do you actually have to
course.
put money into
A lot
it?
of
Yes,
Yes,
if you're the
that's-
exec producer. Well,
that's what
you
the
don't have to
executives-
put money in. You have to go out and get investors or angel investors
But
or people
that's-
like that. But you can put money in.
Hang on.
Hence Tom Cruise. All his movies are he's put money into because
They make money.
he's fucking Tom Cruise.
And they make money.
Yeah.
Let's be
Barbie
honest.
was a huge success, becoming Warner Brothers' highest-grossing movie ever, earning $1.4 billion.
It beat The Dark Knight. And we know how much JC loves
Bastard.
Chris Nolan.
Fuck you, Chris Nolan.
I'd rather watch it.
I haven't liked.
Mattel is now developing a movie based
No.
on the game Uno. What does that mean?
I
What does
hate
that
Uno
mean?
with a passion. What's
Why?
gonna happen?
The cards are gonna talk and scream at each other.
Draw 4.
This is so dumb.
I don't. They literally Hollywood studios literally believe we are nothing more than meat with eyes.
Hold my ice cream, Ken. All right, Ken, you're on. Let's beach off.
Anyone who wants to beach him off has to beach me off first.
I will beach both of you off at the same time.
This movie was nominated for 8 Academy Awards.
Did it win any?
It was.
Yeah. By the way, Oscars, you're shit. I've looked at the Best Picture category. Holy hell!
Yeah, you guys are garbage.
My God, people.
So the Academy did something where they demanded that any movie that's going to qualify for an Academy Award has to
Piss
meet
people
certain no, it has to meet certain gender and race quotas.
There's a checklist. Yeah.
There's a checklist. So they're forcing people to do the woke thing. So no.
Fuck you, Hollywood.
I'm really not shocked that they're not giving or acknowledging movies that are actually good.
Richard,
we need guerrilla fucking filmmakers out there to go out there and fucking film and not be afraid to film.
Well, Kevin Smith is trying, but no one will give him money.
It's happening. It's happening.
You go, Kevin.
There is
Dogma 2 is
a
happening.
grassroots effort happening
Oh, is there?
to start new studios all over the place.
Denzel Washington,
Mark Wahlberg,
Kurt Russell, Mark Wahlberg,
Elon Musk,
Sylvester Stallone.
Let's get in on that.
I got no money. They're creating a non-woke film production company.
Rob Schneider.
Who is?
Rob Schneider. By the way, Rob Schneider's comedy. Yeah, he's actually
Good one, sir.
He can't say that.
Rob
He can't say that.
Rob Schneider is filthy, and I love it.
Yep.
He is. When he shut down a fucking woke fan,
Oh, it was
because they were
hilarious.
pissed off, and then his response to that person was, just what he said. It was perfect. It was absolutely.
Not my problem. Your father was sick.
It was just absolutely perfect.
But they are starting, because the biggest problem with that sector of like movies has been that it has mostly been based on like Christian based films.
Yeah.
And no offense to the Christian based films,
None taken.
they don't know how to make movies.
Hey, hang on.
Until recently.
She's really what? She's true, man.
Until recently,
every movie is the same fucking plot.
Hang on. The Ten Commandments. Not a good movie.
I don't think that was a Christian movie. I think it was an amazing movie, but I wouldn't say it was a Christian
My
movie.
father's having a.
Look, it was
Pop.
a movie that came out of the faith-based movie community.
I consider it a masterpiece. Like,
what?
Boy, it is.
It was also
Yeah, the
different.
Ten Commandments. So it's a fucking masterpiece.
It's biblical.
That movie, the way it's acted, is
pure acting,
far and beyond what the faith-based movies are nowadays.
Oh,
They
well,
got-
I'll give
they
you
got
that,
Fucking,
yeah.
They got fucking Dean Cain in every one of the fucking father roles,
Repent,
and he's a
thou
putz.
shalt be saved.
He's a putz.
It's either Dean Cain or Kirk Cameron.
Right? Kirk Cameron? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Get fucked.
Or we still got Kevin Sorbo, Hercules.
Oh my god.
You can't compare Hollywood then to Hollywood.
No, you
now.
can't.
By the way,
because there's no talent out there.
There's no comparison.
It's garbage.
This movie, Barbie won the Oscar for Best Achievement in Music, written Billie Eilish for What Was I Made For?
I hate that fucking song. Is that her?
That's her.
I
yes.
hate that song.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This the song at the end of the movie where it's really dramatic, and they're doing that montage where the girls are playing with the dolls and shit. Get fucked, man. And then at the end, you think she's going in for like a job interview. It's like,
job interview.
I want to see my gynecologist.
And she smiled.
Fucking stupid.
Ladies, if there's any ladies out there listening, have you ever smiled like that just because you're going to see your
Because you
gynecologist?
know what's about to happen to you.
My wife described to me what a pap smear is, and that
And
name,
mine.
first of all, that name alone.
Tippy toe.
Tippy toe.
Tippy toe.
Look, men, we are squeamish as fuck when it comes to this shit.
Yeah,
Let me just explain.
We don't want to see
that.
You guys have it all on that.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Shout out to my wife. I watched her give birth to our children. I had a front row seat to that horror show. Stephen King, on his best day, could not write the horror.
That was fucking crazy. All right, let's move into. Is it woke?
Oh, Chris.
We talked about it being woke the whole fucking time.
Yeah, she was.
The movie is
We already covered that.
Will it fly today?
It's literally
today.
It did fly.
It's literally the embodiment
It
of what's
flew right
wrong
out my
with the
fucking
culture.
right over my head because I didn't get it. Because I'm a male,
A heterosexual.
a heterosexual male.
When that dude smiles at the end, me and Dad lost it.
Look, politics aside, this is not a good movie.
It's a really bad.
It's not a good movie for a man.
No, it's not a good movie,
It's
period.
not a good movie.
It's not a good
A
representation.
grown man should not watch this movie because you're not going to enjoy it, guys.
It's not a good representation of what the world was back then, because nowadays it's all about this bullshit agenda that's being driven and in the indoctrination of our children, which is ridiculous because the kids just want to see a fucking movie about Barbie and Ken.
Well,
that's it.
When I was a kid, you know what I wanted to see?
Oh.
Fucking Planet of the Apes movies. Men and women dressing up like apes.
Apparently, Gingrich Garbo, I'm never going to get her. Yeah, her. I'm never going to get the director's name right. Apparently,
Greta Gerwig.
What the fuck ever. She's every inch a Gerwig.
Isn't Gerwig a thing that lays in the ground? And
No, that's an earwig.
Oh.
I'm sorry, folks. These are my children.
That's an earwig. Fuck me. That was funny.
That was.
Wow. No, that's an earwig. No.
Greta Earwig.
Apparently, Greta Earwig. I'm gonna breathe. Apparently, she had no issue finding actors and actresses that wanted to be in this movie.
None. This movie, if it would have just been a fucking Barbie movie, like that was popcorn, just a movie about Barbie and Ken and how they came to be with all their friends named fucking Barbie and Ken, it would have been a better fucking movie. But this movie tried to be so much more. And it went over the heads of the kids, and thank Christ it did.
Oh yeah,
I don't know how much of it is going to go over their heads as they're older, though, because
the people
the theme and the words were instilled, the image was instilled, and that's the point.
I have another question. I know how we say we'll live fly today, but for today's movies, we can't really ask that question because
it's today's movie.
Today.
Yeah.
So I'm going to change the question for newer movies. Ready?
All right.
Will it stand the test of time?
No.
I think this is going to be a movie that gets looked back on as this is what was wrong with the culture at the time.
For example, a movie that I want us, all four of us, I want us to go around. JC, what's a movie that has stood the test of time?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Chris.
The original Jurassic Park.
Okay, I thought you were going to go film snob on there. I'm glad you didn't. Pop, a movie that has stand the test of time.
I'm gonna say Godfather.
By the way,
you knew that, didn't
by
you?
the way, they made fun of the Godfather in this movie.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
I want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it.
How dare they make fun of a classic?
That's all those. The Goonies is a movie that has stood the test of time. What it is? Well, it is.
Is that what
I love the Goonies.
Was that
I'm not a fan.
Was it a hit?
Was that movie with "Hey, you guys"?
Yeah.
The only reason I bring that up is
Okay.
that's also John Matuzak.
Is it?
Yes, in makeup.
He was the goon.
He was
Sloth.
But no, this movie's not going to stand the test of time.
No.
It's not.
No.
A lot of movies that are coming out today
will not stand the test of time.
Barbie's going to get remade in 20 years.
Maybe less.
If Barbie's going to be a transsexual lizard.
Hopefully we're done with that chapter.
We're not.
It's not really popular.
Hey, they prefer to be called reptiles.
That's right.
Not transsexual. Lizards.
Amphibian.
And you didn't like it.
And my point of view
It's
is
for a little girl.
I think this is dangerous
Yeah,
for a
but
little girl to
I
watch.
don't want my
You think?
little
Because
girl-
it's not a Barbie movie.
It's
This
not.
is a political agenda.
This
That's
is-
all it is.
This is not Barbie. Barbie's just the vessel through which they're spewing their crap.
And it's sold.
A lot.
Because
Of course
of
it did,
Barbie.
because of
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean that the kids have to watch it.
This movie, it was fucking awful. It was trash.
Trying to be so much more than what it was.
And now it's time for
The scale of lame.
I have to create a new scale.
That's
Scale
true.
of lame. One being Barbie.
I like that was good. One being Barbie.
Movie's a fucking zero for me, man.
One being Barbie.
And 10 being the Godfather.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
And never the twins shall meet.
All right, here we go. The
Okay.
scale of lame is as follows.
Read it,
One,
read it.
1, never watch
Wow,
again.
bitch.
2, God, this was awful. 3, is it over yet? 4, why was this made? 5, on the fence. 6, if I'm bored, I'll watch again. 7, I really liked it. 8, won't forget this one. 9, definite rewatch. 10, it's a keeper. It's a 0 for me.
You can't do that.
I made the fucking scale.
No, exactly.
But anyway, never watch this movie again is where I'm at. It's a 1. Yeah, it's just garbage. This movie
brutal.
sucked.
It's a 1 because it.
There's a special place in hell for my brother for making me watch this movie.
It was a
By the way,
brutal
everybody,
movie.
for the next month.
It's torture month.
It's torture month for everybody because these movies are supposed to be a gag. And this was not a gag. It gagged me personally because it made me sick.
Seriously, my father made me do 6 Hail Marys after watching this movie.
So my brother picked this movie for me because he's a fuckface and a pig vomit. It looks like a pig, makes you want to vomit.
I gave this movie to Pop over there.
I gave her a script back. Give it, Helen!
I gave it a crit over there.
And it went over his
Pop?
head.
Scale of light, where are you?
I'm confused. No, I give it a 1, man.
Yeah.
I actually give it a -1 if I could, but
I'll give it a 2.
Why?
Because the casting was good and the sets were well done.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, it's Barbie World.
It made my eyes hurt. The pink.
Well,
no, the yellow made my eyes.
Oh, that was when
That
he,
was
like I said, when he
donkulous.
pulled those fucking rollerblades out.
I don't understand that. Chris, you as a woman, as a young girl, when you were a young girl, you had Barbie dolls.
She played with Melon Pouch Kids.
I didn't play with Barbie.
You didn't play. What did you play with?
Garbage Pail
I like
Kids.
animals.
Okay, so you play with My Little Pony
I
and
had
shit like that.
horses and
Okay.
puppies.
What the fuck was I gonna say? Move on. I'm done.
No, the rollerblades.
The rollerblades. Do they come with rollerblades now?
A lot.
Do they always come
They
with
have
rollerblades?
rollerblading
Because they
Barbies.
really push those blades, didn't
They're
they?
accessories.
Is that really?
Yeah, they're accessories.
They come in the little plastic box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look next time I go to a
No,
store.
I'll give it a 2 because it was bad. It was not the worst movie I've ever seen. We're watching that next week.
Well, look.
You don't know.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I'd rather watch The Room.
No!
than Barbie.
Don't you ever say that again. You don't know. Have you seen it?
Look, I think I'd rather.
You have no idea the hell I will bring you.
I'd rather sit through intellectual bullshit.
Yeah. No, you don't understand. You don't know. Forgive them, Father. They don't know what they speak.
I've seen a few scenes.
No, you haven't seen 138 minutes. Oh,
Not bad.
Oh, it's bad.
I did not hear her.
I did not. It's bullshit. I did not hear that. I did not.
Oh,
I did
hi,
not.
Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Right. Yeah.
I did not. It's so fucking bad.
The acting was just.
I'm actually looking forward to watching this movie.
And I'm coming, and this is the first. We're actually all going to be watching this movie together.
There
We're not doing a live watch party, but we will definitely talk about it the next
we'll have
day.
to
We're
talk
actually
about
doing
doing
it.
that.
You guys have the scale of lame. I'm a 1. Realistically, it's a fucking 0. Pop's a 1.
I'm a 1.
Mark's a 2. And Carissa's a 1.
So altogether, this movie is a counting to 5.
This movie is shit. All right, guys, that was our episode of Two Bros and a Pop this week. Thank you guys for joining us for our deep dive into
Fuck off!
Barbie.
I got pills to take.
If you guys haven't, please like, share, subscribe, and comment on our pages and our links. We love to hear all the feedback from you guys. To all of you that have joined us this week, thank you guys.
Yes,
thank you for your love and support.
I saw our subscribership jump up quite significantly this week.
And we really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
That deserved 2 pops.
Join us next week when I pick for my brother.
Oh, you fucking
the
asshole.
Tommy Wiseau classic.
Classic!
The Room.
He said classic.
It's not a classic.
He can't say that.
Join us next week, guys. Thank you, guys. Have an awesome week. We love you.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
I'd like to see what kind of nude blob he's packing under those jeans.
I love homosexuals.